Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Father and Son Watch Talk. I'm John, and this is my son.
Elliott.
That's right. We're going to make a video today talking about our biggest watch mistakes. Do you think we make mistakes, Bob?
Yeah.
I think we do. Do I make some each day? Yeah. The older you get, the more you're pointing them out, right? Yeah. Well, we've been watching or doing watches for about a year, collecting them. So we've got a list of things that we've done wrong, and so we just thought we'd share them with you guys and help you to not make the same mistakes. And maybe in the comments you can tell us some of the different mistakes you've made. So the first one we've made is starting to collect too fast. When I first got into watches, Elliot, was I kind of a maniac at first? Yeah.
Like in your first month or two, you bought like 3 watches.
Yeah, I think I did actually. I think I scared you. Probably scared. I scared your mom. But yeah, the one of the watch mistakes I made. This was like the first watch that I kind of paid some decent money for. My Citizen EcoDrive. Try to get it focused there. But anyway, yeah, I bought that one. We've done a review on it. Yeah, there we go. We've done a review on it. And I really like this watch. It's a solar watch, and it's kind of sporty, and it's got great water resistance. I like it.
Isn't it sapphire crystal?
There's no sapphire crystal, and that's one of the mistakes I made is I didn't even know about sapphire crystals when I bought this. But the main mistake is I rushed out to buy it, and if I had to do it over again, I would have got a Citizen because I really like Citizen. This is my only one. But I would have took my time and did some research.
That one's super nice.
Right. Because we've seen some Citizens at the mall that we like, right? Which one do you think you like at the mall of the Citizens?
The military one.
Yeah, you like the military one, and there's like a field watch that I like too. That if I had done my research, I probably would not have this one, even though I do like it.
I love it. It's amazing. Like.
What do you like about it?
I like the blue.
I do like the blue, and it's my favorite color.
I like the band.
And I like the band. That's kind of what tipped me over the edge in my my excitement with the watch collecting hobby.
The dial.
Yeah, the dial's pretty cool. It's got like a texture on it. And I like the pointer secondhand and things like that. So yeah, it's pretty nice. But you know, if I had to do it over again, I would have got a different Citizen. Okay, so when you start collecting watches, slow down. You know, there's no hurry, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people on the channel say it's a marathon, not a sprint. So slow down. Okay, let me see. Mistake number 2 I have on our list is looking down at quartz watches. When we first got into watches, I was learning about automatic watches, and I was kind of fascinated by the movements. And, you know, the cheaper quartz watches I kind of didn't think much about and kind of looked down on them. Did you ever look down on quartz watches?
Nope, I've always been a Casio.
Right. I think if you're a Casio fan, that probably saves you from automatic or manual watch snobbery against quartz. So yeah, maybe if I'd have started out more of a quartz guy. It took me a while to get some Casios, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were way ahead of the curve getting the Casios and telling me how great they were, and then finally I started getting a few. That's one other regret I have is I wish I would have got my Casio Duro that I recently got. I wish I'd have gotten that a lot sooner because you were in love with your Duro, and I was jealous.
For like a year, I used it against you.
Right?
No, I can't.
You did. All right. So number 3 we kind of talked about is not doing our research before we bought a watch. Was there any watches that you did not do the research on that you regret?
My Forester.
Oh, you want to show them that one?
Yeah.
Yep. And we did a review on it, and what do you like about the Forester?
I love the watch itself is super nice, here.
There you go. Yeah, it's, ooh, that's a bright light. I thought that was our camera at first. I'm like, what's going on with our camera?
But yeah, it's super nice. Like, I hardly have any scratches on it. And and then the back, it has like a Forester design.
Yeah. It is a nice little field watch.
The band is what I hate on it, though.
Right, and Elliot, at first, I didn't do any research on it either, and I didn't realize it. But at first, it seemed like a good idea. It's got a kind of a Velcro looking strap But then what don't you like about the Velcro strap?
Well, if you don't have a big enough wrist for it, like, and there used to be a keeper, but the keeper would go anywhere,
Oh,
and that came off somewhere in the
right. So I
wild.
see you did what I do sometimes, a makeshift rubber band keeper. But, on the good side, Elliot, and we haven't really talked about it too much till now, is why don't we, and this will actually lead into our next mistake, why don't we measure the lug width here and get you another band?
That's what I thought about. One that matched the tan, maybe.
Right,
Or
like a NATO strap or something.
Yeah.
Would that bring back your Forester love?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is our next mistake, is not measuring the lug width on watches before you buy bands. You can find some tricks if you don't have like a lug tool. I'm not sure what the measurement tool is actually called. Put it in the comments if you know. But you should always measure the space to make sure you're buying the right watch band, because I bought a few watch bands just guessing on the size and trying to figure it out myself, and I was wrong. And so then I would get the watch band and it was too big or too small. Sometimes I could make it work by putting it on a different watch than I had intended, but it's kind of a waste of time and money. So always measure your lug widths. Some of the watches, and I have a few, I don't know if I have any handy that I could grab, but some of them have the number on the band, which I wish they all would do, and that makes it really nice. And I do remember, I think I watched I did my research on the Casio Duro before I bought it, and I believe the lug width on the Casio Duro is 22
And you already
millimeters.
made me to.
Right, right. I asked you, the Casio Duro expert. But yeah, so check those out. Measure for your watch bands before you buy them. Okay, and the last one, we might talk about a few other things, is not checking out homage watches more, right? Glad I said that right this time.
I disagree.
Oh, you wouldn't check them out more?
Yeah, I'd rather get a Rolex than what is it?
Steel dive?
Steel dive.
Yeah, well, I think most watch enthusiasts would agree. But,
I mean, they're so expensive, but then at the same time, they're real.
right.
Those are fake.
Steel dive aren't fake. I have to respectfully disagree. Steel dive are nice. They're very sturdy. We're going to do a review down the road, but they're very sturdy. Classic look with some changes to the design, but pretty much, homage to the design. But can you afford, or can I afford a $30,000 or $40,000 Rolex? No.
You have to sell the house.
I would have to sell a lot of things, and then I'd have to pay for a divorce because my wife would not let us sell everything to buy a watch.
Yeah.
So yeah, can't do that. But I can buy a watch like I did that looks like a nice Rolex look.
You could have got the Duro instead of that. Even 2 Duros.
Well, you're right, but the steel dive that I got, let me go grab it real quick. Let's stop the video for a second. So here's the steel dive. And it's, it looks like a Rolex day date, and, sapphire crystal, 200 meters of water resistance, screw down crown, screw down case back, awesome watch, Jubilee bracelet that I love, but it was roughly about $100. And so I can afford that and still put food on the table and buy you clothes and put a roof over your head. So is that more important than a Rolex? I think so.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, I mean, there's some watches that I have that I wish I would have checked out some of the homage watches, like maybe even a field watch. Could have got a decent, well-made Chinese one.
You should no. You got a Timex.
I do, and I've got it on. I've got my Timex Expedition. Yeah. Pretty good, but I mean the specs on a Chinese one would be probably better. Yeah.
Casio's even Japanese.
Well, yeah, and I do like Japanese watches are my favorite. You know that. But
what about Swiss?
I do like Swiss watches too. But I would have paid them more attention and just tried to think about my budget and what I could afford.
I think I should. If I could start over, I'd probably save up and get like a nice Swiss watch for something different.
Right, and that's another good point that's not on our list. But sometimes it's better, instead of buying, too many affordable watches, it's nice to have some affordable watches in your collection. But maybe just have a few of them and save up for your Grail watch that's more expensive, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think even with my allowance I could save up for mine.
Yeah. I don't even think with my I would have to like eat beans and rice to for a decade to maybe buy a Rolex, and then I'm sure
You
that
want a Rolex for your
oh,
watch?
no, I don't. I'm just saying
Oh.
if I wanted to buy a Rolex, and then then something would break down or there'd be a vacation we'd have to pay for, and then the Rolex would be gone. But no, my Grail watch is a Grand Seiko. So, but I'm really happy with my collection. One of these times we'll do a state of the collection video. Can you think of other watch mistakes that you've done or you've seen me do?
Well, no. But my Grail watch it's the Reverso.
I do like the JLC Reverso. It's
Yeah.
pretty nice. So yeah, I mean, if you wanted to sum the whole video up, I would say slow down, do your research, get some good feedback from someone who likes watches like you do. Because sometimes, like like the Citizen, I mean, I do like it, but I feel like it's a little bit of a regret. But then when I hear how much Elliott likes it and everything about it, then I kind of get my love back for it. So thank you,
You're welcome.
thank you.
Hit me up.
You've kept us together when I thought about selling it. Well, all right, everybody. Please put in the comments some of the regrets you've made, some of the changes you've made in your watch collecting journey. And remember to like and subscribe. And if you have any other ideas or things you want us to talk about, let us know. All right. Well, God bless and keep on
Check it.
ticking.
Tick, 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 tick.
Take care, guys.